Thanks for the invitation. Yes, I'm a senior investment officer in EIB, and I want to share my presentation so I can introduce what EIB is basically doing in the SME sector. Basically, EIB has an equity strategy since 2015, when the FC, the Juncker plan, was approved, and we started to finance small and medium enterprises with this venture debt tool. The venture debt is called as a debt, but in reality is a quasi-equity. We give money today, we ask back the money in 5 years, 7 years. So basically, it's suited for also pre-revenue companies, so really startups with growth potential, and even if they are not at the break-even. So we believe in these companies as a normal venture capital. Of course, we come after the venture capital, so we need that these SMEs have at least a Series A or a Series B already in place, which means that we finance company from 7.5 million ticket to 50, but they have to have raised already something like at least 10-15 million capital. We believe that only in the innovation-driven SMEs, so basically deep tech SMEs, we finance. We deploy as of today 3.1 billion euro in Europe. Out of 3 billion, let's say around 1 billion in digitech and ICT companies. So we really supported the digital transformation of Europe, especially driven by SMEs. So the three main players in our product are SMEs, founders, and investors. So the SMEs usually is the borrower. We give money to the SMEs, but we invest alongside founders and investors. So it's very important because we need to create also a corporate culture in the SMEs, and this is the key differentiating factor, especially between Europe and USA. And afterwards, I will show you the figures that also Oliver and Ruben, let's say, claimed before, because we don't have so many unicorns and, let's say, competition at international level. This is more or less the universe we finance. Of course, I can share this presentation after the event. We finance 3 billion, almost 120 companies. As you see, we supported a lot of the life science, but also the ICT, information and communication technology sector, and also the industry 4.0. This is the last slide I want to show. Basically, this is the big gap between the Europe and the USA. As you see, in terms of this is the number of the dollars and euro deployed in growth equity deals, and you see that the difference between USA and Europe is dramatic. So it's, even if there is a big effort in Europe, because we passed from 5.5 billion euro in 2008 to 32 in 2019. The USA passed from 33 to 121, and the ratio is still very high, is more or less 5-6 times. And this is the reason why Oliver said before that we don't have so many unicorns, because basically we are not able to deploy enough money into the system in order to enhance the SMEs to grow and to have an international competition. This is the last slide I was commenting. Basically, this is the big gap that there is between Europe and USA. The gap is dramatic because we still have 5 times the ratio between the capital deployed for SMEs in growth equity deals. And so basically, these are the money. This is the money deployed to the SMEs. Of course, in this money, you can see life science startups, ICT startups, and other sectors. But however, also in the digital SMEs, we have the same issue. So if we have the same trajectory, maybe in 10 years we will reach the same level of USA today, hoping that the USA will be stable in the next few years. But of course, the gap is important, and we need to further push, to further put our efforts to finance the SMEs, especially in the digital sector. So this is the contribution of EIB at the moment on the SME market. We are thinking to deploy further products. For example, we are trying to develop a co-investment platform with other CVC, corporate venture capital. We have already started to deploy a co-investment platform with other venture debt funds, also with other funds. We have the EAF, European Investment Fund, which is putting his effort to further develop the VC industry. Because if on one hand we need to deploy technology, but on the other hand we need to deploy money to finance the new entrepreneurs that want to deploy, that want to develop technology.